Welcome to TechCab Confessions. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you're working on?
Sure. My name is Paul Irish. I am a developer advocate on the Chrome team, and basically what I do is I focus on what can make web developers more productive in building cool shit on the web.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, working for Chrome, you have a lot of developers who are eager to work with you.
Yeah. But I think a lot of it is there's a lot you gotta absorb to ramp up on being an effective developer creating compelling stuff, and so I want to make sure that you know how to use everything and you know what your options are so that you can do the best job possible.
Mm-hmm. And were you doing something in particular at South by? Did you?
At South by, I was on a panel today talking about JavaScript build tools. It was probably the nerdiest web development topic here, which is pretty rad. Talking about kind of like the build step of the web application development pipeline, and how to kind of make that a little bit more sophisticated. But yeah, it was pretty fun.
Was it a packed room?
Yeah, it was pretty packed.
So there's a lot of nerdy people over here.
It was awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
And is there anybody that you were hoping to meet maybe during this week, or if you're staying for music?
I ended up meeting up with just a lot of friends. One of my friends from Germany, just hanging out with him. But I love South by because it is really like a destination where all the geeks kind of like come together, get to hang out with them, talk with them about like, you know, in my case, I just want to learn what their challenges are in web development. But it's awesome to just kind of like let loose with everyone.
Yeah, that's great. And of course, we are here to hear your tech confession if you have one for us.
Yeah, let's see. So, I think one thing, I feel really guilty about it. It's embarrassing in a way. So, it's very geeky. It's a web development thing.
And that's what we're here for. We're here for very geeky web development things.
All right, cool. Like 3 years ago, I was just kind of like, I think it was one of my first conference talks ever. I gave a talk about performance inside jQuery and like how to write performant jQuery code. And I spent did a lot of research, and I spent a lot of time talking about how to write fast selectors. And it was really the first time that this conversation had been breached. And I mean, I did a good job. The problem is, now I really learned 3 years later, is that it doesn't matter at all. And so I basically kicked off this conversation, this interest in the community, where everyone focused on the speed of selectors, and in the end, it doesn't matter at all. It makes up for a fraction of a % of your overall performance cost, and I feel terribly guilty because I kind of got everyone talking about it, and it turns out it's not at all important. It's a waste.
So you've made up a bunch of hype, and you riled all these people up.
I'm now trying to pay my penance for kind of pulling everyone off track.
You are now absolved from all your guilt.
Thank you.
That's what we do here at TechCab Confessions.
Kendo UI is also awesome. Since we're on the topic.
Oh, go ahead. Tell me more.
But I played a good bit with Kendo UI, and UI is one of the hardest parts to watch out. We got a Scooby-Doo over here.
This is a real tech cab where we have actual traffic situations going on.
Yeah.
But go ahead, you were saying?
UI is one of the hardest things to do well on the web, and to really create a compelling UI, and it's basically necessary to be using something solid, and Kendo has done a fantastic job, not only on desktop but on mobile as well, and delivering a fantastic experience. So I'm not getting paid. They've done a fantastic job. So,
oh, good. Well, I'm happy to hear that, especially since they're sponsoring the Tech Cab.
It's easy for me to say.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you on the internet.
All right, good.